Hey guys, this is Kara from iStampin.com, and today we are going to make this really cute birthday card. I'm featuring my product of the week, which is the Itty Bitty Birthdays, but also I'm going to be showing off the absolutely adorable Happy Tales bundle, which includes the little punch that punched out this adorable puppy dog in the heart. But first, before I get started, I always have a couple of things that I want to mention to y'all. So if I don't do this at the beginning, then I'll forget. So there are just a week left of January. So there is just a little bit time left to get this month's Stampin' Anonymous tutorials. It's 6 absolutely precious Valentine's projects, and if you've watched my Facebook lives before, this may be things that you already know, but that's okay. It's good to hear it again. But if you join my team, the iStampers, which is a fabulous time to join my team during celebration because the deal is just phenomenal. For $99, you get $175 worth of product. And it ships for free. But when you join my team, you get this tutorial already for free. If you make a purchase in my online store during January, you get them for free. Or you can purchase this for $9.95. And you will get all 6 exclusive tutorials. It's a full color PDF. It's a great value. The projects are great, and I can't wait for y'all to see what we have up our sleeves in February. So this is just through January. Now you can buy the previous months. Just reach out to me and I'll tell you how you can do that. But in January, you'll get them for free if you make a purchase in my online store. The other thing that I wanted to mention, I wrote a blog post, I think, or maybe, I'm not sure. I know I've sent out a newsletter. I have an extra set of a card pack from my card class, so I don't want to show too much of it. But anyway, I have this extra packet, so I wanted to offer it to my customers who live out of state or can't make my classes. It includes all the consumables to make this project. The only thing it doesn't include are the stamp sets. So it's 6 cards. So you make 3 designs, 2 of each. It includes all the consumables, like I said, plus the envelopes. So any twine, anything like that, that's already included. So the only thing that you need to provide are the stamps. It's $30. If you just want to buy it outright, that's shipped to you. So it's $30. Or if you make a purchase of $50 or more, then I'll send that to you for free. Plus you get the Stampin' Anonymous tutorials for free. So if for any reason you would like to receive that packet, just send me an email and just let me know, and I will get in touch with you. And I think that's all my little housekeeping. All right, so let me show you this card. Isn't that just precious? I love Coastal Cabana. I'm so excited that this color is back. As always, just comment if you have any questions about anything that I'm using today, or just have any questions, and then before I sign off, I'll read back through them and answer any of your questions. I'll have the supply list of everything that I've used posted shortly after this Facebook Live ends, and then the blog post should be up tomorrow. I always try to shoot for getting it up later that day, but it never works. So I'm just gonna stop lying to myself and tell y'all it will be up tomorrow. All right, so let me show you this card. It's just adorable. So it's using the Happy Tales photopolymer stamp set. This is in the Occasions catalog, and let me show you where that is. Speaking of the Occasions catalog and the Celebration catalog, if you haven't received copies yet, let me know and I'll get in touch with you. But you can find Happy Tales on page 33. And then we also have 9 lives. So if you're a kitty lover, you could do the exact same card, just use the cat and the cat punch that is already out. So but Happy Tales is just absolutely adorable. And then the product of the week is the Itty Bitty Birthdays, which you can find on page 16. So we're going to be using this stamp set. I just thought this was really cute to make it a birthday card or happy day. That could be anything. You know, that could be a day that somebody gets a new dog. They get a puppy, or if they adopt a dog. I think that's really cute. And then I embellished the envelope too. So like I said, you get this as a bundle, and when you do that, you save 10%. And just remember that we've got celebration going on. So for every $50 that you spend, you're able to choose, and that's $50 before tax and shipping. You're able to choose something from the celebration catalog. And I just want to let you know, I just saw this yesterday, that the Organdy Ribbon Combo Pack, they have put that, they've blocked this from being able to order because so many people just loved this and they've ran out of supply. So they're waiting until they get more in stock, which sounds like it will be closer to the beginning of March. So this is an item that you can't order right now, but it will be back in stock before end of celebration. So just wanted to pass that along to you because I just found that out yesterday. All right, so this is the cling stamp, Itty Bitty Birthdays, and I'm going to show you how to mount these because this is the cling stamp. There's a little trick, unfortunately. Is Stampin' Up ever going to get anything right the first time? But anyway, it works great. I'm going to show you a little trick that I've learned, and hopefully you won't have any issues with the new cling stamps. In the way of inks, I'm going to be using Coastal Cabana. I got Lovely Lipstick for the heart and the sentiment. I'm going to be stamping the puppy dog in gray granite. We are going to be doing some heat embossing, so I've got the Versamark ink. You're going to need your heat tool along with your white embossing powder, Stampin' embossing powder. You'll also need your embossing buddy because we're going to be doing some embossing. For the cardstock, I've got just a scrap of Lovely Lipstick, a piece of Whisper White. Let's see, this measures about 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. I think that should be plenty big to stamp the dog and the heart. I'm going to be putting this on one of our note cards and envelopes. So this is already pre-cut and scored for us. When you fold it, it measures 3 1/2 by 5. You get 20 cards and 20 envelopes. So there's the matching envelope in this set. You can also get these in very vanilla. This is probably my favorite card size. And, you know, to get the envelopes included, it's, you know, a great deal. And then this designer series paper, this is coming from the How Sweet It Is designer series collection. So here's the other side. So you can just see all these fun birthday images. Let me show you that. That you can find on page 15. This is the How Sweet It Is suite. And these are all the fun papers. And the B side is really, really beautiful. So that's where I pulled this paper from. All right, so I've already die cut this using our stitched shape framelits. So you will need your Big Shot. I used the second largest square, and this is Coastal Cabana. So it's, you know, it's going to be a pretty cute little tone-on-tone card. So like that. And then for adhesive, I'm just using Dimensionals, Snail, and then our glue dots. These are, I just have these laying around. These are some glue dots from Paper Pumpkins. So I'm just going to be using those, but you can use, obviously, the glue dots on a roll. And I think that is it. Of course, if I forget anything, I will mention it as I go. Okay, so let me show you the Itty Bitty Birthdays stamp set. So you can see it comes with 16 stamps, great greetings, a lot of different things that you can use it for. But I'm going to show you, if you haven't seen this yet, I'm going to show you how the easiest way to mount these. So now if you want, you don't have to put the stickers on. So what Stampin' Up! Did is, I think we all know that the stickers, when they went to this cling mount, they never stuck to the stamp. So a lot of us just went away from putting the stickers on. Or you had to do like some extra steps to get it sticky, which I don't think is, I just don't want to have to do anything like that. So this new cling stamp, these stickers are super, super sticky, but they're almost too sticky. So you can see where when I do that, I'm really having to dig my fingernail underneath that sticker to not pull the foam apart from the red rubber. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little tip on what I just happened to find out that really makes it easy while you're working with it. But let me show you how to mount the stickers on if you do want to do it. And let's see. Let's use It's Your Day because that's kind of a bigger stamp. So what I have found to do is just, punch it out and just take off the backing. Like I said, if you don't want to put the stickers on, you could just do like what we used to do, where it just used to look just like that. And it comes off super easy, just like normal. But if you do want to put the sticker on, this is how I recommend doing it. So this is the little sticker sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to only take off one side. Now I'm left-handed, so I always take off the right side first. So what I do is I place the sticker on, and just to let you know, these are super, super sticky. So you're pretty much getting one shot to put it on right. Okay, so just, I kind of like look at it from the side and then just press it on really good, and then I peel off the sticker. Okay, and then what I do is I take my thumb and I put it on the sticky part, and then I lift back this part to take off the paper, and so now the sticker is stuck to my fingernail and not the sticker, and then I just lay that down. Okay, and that works. I haven't had any problems. Now there are some times where my sticker is off a little bit. It doesn't bother me, but if you get it off, don't try to mess with it because you're gonna ruin the sticker. You may pull off some of the foam. Just accept it. Okay, but I think if you put it on like from the side like that, you're gonna line it up really well and you shouldn't have any issues. Okay, so now we're gonna put it on the block and we're gonna pretend like we're stamping, okay? And like I said, because I'm using it for the first time, well, there we go. Since I pressed it down, the sticker kind of stuck. So I had to really dig my finger in there. Now, I just learned this tip just out of pure laziness. My craft room is right next to a bathroom. And so a lot of times my desk is really cluttered and I don't have like my Simply Chamois or my Stampin' Scrub. So I just go to the bathroom, run the stamp underwater, get the stamp wet and clean off the ink. When I do that, it's really easy to get this thing off. So that's just a little tip. Just thought I'd pass that along. I think I'm going to go ahead and use Happy Day again for our stamp or for our card today. So anyway, if you have any questions about that, let me know, and and I'll try to help you out. Okay, so hopefully that explains how to put the stickers on if you choose to use the stickers, and then just a little tip on how to get the stamp off the acrylic block a little bit easier. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, and you will need your Stampin' Pierce mat since we're working with some photopolymer stamps. So let's go ahead and stamp our little paw print. You can see I added some paw prints to the back of this little stitched shape. And let me get a piece of paper so I don't ruin my Stampin' Pierce mat. Okay. So now I'm going to be using quite a few small stamps. So just the thing I recommend is just keep track of them, because if you're like me, goodness gracious, these little small stamps can get away from you and then you lose it and then you're all upset. All right, so I'm just going to stamp just all over, making sure that I'm stamping off. That's the most important thing when using a stamp, all, you know, that you're kind of making your own designer series papers that you stamp off. Doesn't have to be perfect, because this is going to be, you know, part of it's going to be covered up by the puppy dog. So we'll put one over here and one more right there. Okay, I think that looks good. All right, so we can put that off to the side. Next, what I'm going to do is get out my piece of Whisper White cardstock, and we're going to stamp the dog. So you can see here that you have a few options to choose from with the dog. You can just stamp the dog like this and just keep him plain. You can add some little spots, or you can do the larger spots. I thought the larger spots were kind of cute. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to stamp him in gray granite. And I'm already assumed that he's a boy dog. And I'm just going to stamp him right there. Now I'm going to stamp the spots in gray granite too, but I'm going to stamp off once. When I did this the first time and I stamped using gray granite full strength, I thought the spots were a little too dark. So stamping off once really makes the color that I want. It gives it the look that I'm wanting. Now, lining up the spots is a little tricky. I mean, not tricky, but you just can't. You kind of got to look what you're doing. So you got to like make sure you're lining up the large spot down on the hind end. And then this is going to go like on the chest. So, and if it doesn't come out perfectly, that's okay, because you are going to be punching the puppy dog out. So that's what it looks like. So hopefully you can see the light spots right there. Hi, Carrie. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Kay. How are y'all today? Now, the punch has the heart and the dog, so you'll punch it out the same time. I'm not going to try to position the heart where it should be, so I'm just actually just going to just punch it or stamp it elsewhere. And so let me grab the heart. And then for that, I'm using Lovely Lipstick. My kitties are getting rambunctious because they know it's getting close to feeding time. That's what they do. I'm just going to stamp the little heart right down there. And then next, okay, y'all, go. And then next I'm going to do the little collar. So here's another little piece. I told y'all there's a lot of tiny pieces here. And then I'll need Coastal Cabana for that again. And that's just gonna go, hopefully I can do this right without getting my head in the camera. That's just gonna go right about there. And so that's what our puppy dog looks before we punch it out. Okay. So I'm gonna line up the puppy dog, not worrying about where I stamped the heart. And just got to kind of play around with it to get it positioned right. Yeah, I think that looks, whoops. Okay, I think that looks good. All right, so there's our puppy dog. And then let's go ahead and punch out the heart. And I like it because it leaves a little white border around the heart. So there's little pieces, so just be careful that, you know, if it flies away that you can find it. Now I think I'm going to put my card together a little bit differently than I did with my sample. I popped up the heart on the dog and on my sample right there. And I'm going to put it down flat this time to see if I like this better. So I'm just using one of our glue dots that we get from Paper Pumpkin. And I'm just going to put it on the back side right here. Whoops. Then I'll just take the paper off here and then just put it right underneath the little collar. There's like two little dots that I guess are like, you know, the little like jump rings. Let's see here. I think I got it on straight. There we go. So that's what it looks like. Isn't that precious? I love it. Okay, so we have a little bit of stamping left. Now we're going to do our greeting. You know what? I think I'm going to do happy birthday. Let's make this a birthday card. Let's see. Happy day. Let's do time to celebrate. I think I should have enough room for that. So let's find time to celebrate. Here we go. And I'll go ahead and put the sticker on. So let's see. Time to celebrate is right here. Okay. So again, I just peel off one side first. And then I just kind of put it on an angle and make sure that I've got it all lined up before I press down. And then I put my thumb to hold the sticker right there. So just like that, super simple. Okay, so let's release that one. And then we're gonna emboss, so you're gonna need Versamark and your embossing buddy. So I'm just gonna wipe that off. And this removes all the static and oils that you may have on your fingers that could make the embossing powder get to places where you don't want. So I inked that up and I'm just gonna stamp right there in the middle. And I've got my embossing powder over here. I love white embossing powder. I just think it's so pretty. Just gonna put a little bit more on there. Okay. Let me just dump this really quickly. If I don't do this, who knows where it will end up. All right, and I've got my heat tool right here. So I like to put it on the second setting. Whoops. And just let it melt the powder. You don't want to do it too long because you could burn the powder. So once you see when the powder melts into that nice glossy white look, then you know it's done. Okay, so we're all done. So you can see what it looks like once it's all done. And then I've just got my little paper trimmer. Y'all have seen me use this quite a few times. And I'm just gonna trim this down to a little, whoops, to a little banner. Try to get this as straight as possible. Okay, and then let's just trim off the end. There we go. So that's what it looks like. I think I did a pretty good job. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our card together. So this one, I put the puppy dog down flat and I popped up the heart. I don't think I like that. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop the puppy dog up, and I think I'm gonna like that better. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Stampin' Dimensionals there. And I am gonna need some of the small ones for the legs, and I think I'm gonna have to cut one in half. What are those cats doing? My goodness. For the tail. Oops, okay, this is, let me get my paper piercer. This kind of stuff. My nails, it's too tiny. Okay, let's see. Okay, perfect, it doesn't show. Okay, and I think I'm gonna put one more dimensional right there. All right, so let's take this off. So do I have any dog lovers in the group today? If I had to pick between a dog and a cat, that would be awfully, awfully tough, because I love them both for different reasons. Okay, so that's the way that goes. Okay, and let's go ahead and bring in our card front, actually our card, and then I'm going to go ahead and put snail on the back side of the designer series paper. And I don't think I mentioned it, but I cut this down 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, so it's just a 1/4 inch smaller. So I apologize for forgetting to mention that. And then that's just going to go right about there. So we'll just put this on with snail. Like so. Cute. All right. And then it's time to celebrate. I'm going to go ahead and pop up. So I'm going to put just a little bit of snail on the right side. And then I'm going to put a dimensional. And I always forget if I need 1 or 2. So hold on. Sometimes when I do 2, I don't need to. But I think I may. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I need to put 2 on there. Okay, so because I popped this up, I need to stack 2 on top of each other so that it will be the same height. And so that's how you do it. You just take the paper off and then just layer another one right on top. And there we go. Yeah, I like that a lot better. It looks a lot better with the puppy dog popped up in this flat. So if you make this card, that's how I recommend doing it. And there's the happy day. Like I said, you could do that. You could do time to celebrate for a lot of different reasons. That's the nice thing about this stamp set, is that it's not necessarily for birthdays. You could actually find a lot of reasons to use this. You know, it's your day. That could be somebody that's, you know, getting a huge promotion or whatever, you know, cheers to you. You know, there's a lot of different reasons to use this the stamp set. That's why I chose that as my product of the week, just because I thought it was such a versatile stamp set. But let me pull the envelope. So how cute would that be to get in the mail? What do y'all think? Is it cute? Give me some thumbs up, some hearts if you like it. And then, you know, if y'all have any questions about anything that I use, just let me know. If anybody's interested in the extra card packet from my January card classes, just let me know, and I'll send that to you. The cards are really, really pretty. Just gonna let you know. I don't think you'll be disappointed. But again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm just so happy that y'all like to come and watch me craft, make a card. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next Wednesday for another edition of iStampin' Live. Bye.